As we're all too well aware, when we're arguing, fighting and experiencing conflict, our bodies usually experience the fight or flight stress response the same. Our blood pressure rises, the heart pumps faster, and muscles constrict, essentially preparing us to run away from the source of conflict or to stand and fight it. Externally, however, people respond to stress in different ways. We've already identified that when we're stressed, we're less able to deal with conflict and arguments in a calm and rational way. So it's important that we learn tools to relieve stress. The fastest way to relieve stress is by engaging one or more of your senses: sight, sound, taste, smell, touch, or movement. Since everyone responds differently, to practice quick stress relief, you need to discover the sensory input that works for you. Have a practice with these 5 suggestions. Just stop whatever you're doing and take 3 to 5 mindful breaths. A mindful breath is a slow, deep breath, during which you focus your mind on your breathing. This is an extremely simple technique and is particularly effective when you're feeling upset or stressed. Mindful walking is a form of mindfulness meditation that you can do without having to make specific time for it in the course of your day. Most of us do a lot of walking. Instead of allowing ourselves to get lost in thoughts of the past or the future, if we pay attention to our walking, we're calming our minds. Try to start looking into your partner's eyes and listening mindfully to what he, she, or they are saying. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by whatever else is going on in the room. Things you need to do, or things that have happened before. This technique is likely to have a big impact on your relationships with your children, partner, or work colleagues. Speaking more mindfully takes a little time and practice to develop. Often, we simply react to what someone else has said. Someone says something, and something else pops into our mind right away. We don't necessarily think about the consequences of our response. So, the first step is to take a few seconds break before we speak. By pausing a little, we can think a little more about how we can respond in a way that the other person understands better. Also, the tone of voice, gestures, and mannerisms that accompany our statements can make a big difference to show how that statement is heard and understood. So once again, slow down. If you're calm and speak a little more slowly, we subconsciously infuse more peaceful content into the conversation. That really helps keep the stress levels down. The next step in mindful speech is to tune in to how your speech and your presence in general is being received. That skill can take a while to develop. Simply write out the words of a meditation or affirmation by hand for 10 to 15 minutes a day. That's all you have to do. The words imprint themselves on your subconscious, so that literally after a few days, you'll find yourself behaving differently without any conscious effort. What it does is change our attitude and our feelings about people in general. If we see the world in terms of people who are out to get us, and we need to get them before they get us, this will change our attitude. As we start to develop our understanding of why we experience conflict within our relationships, what can trigger conflict, and why we respond the way we do, the more we're able to intervene in our own conflict responses and develop tools and techniques to prevent conflict from happening or to resolve them quickly, calmly, and to the benefit of everyone involved. A simple tool you can use is to think about times in which you find yourself in arguments. It's the always, sometimes, never technique. Using this tool will help you understand what you always do, what you sometimes do, and what you never do in an argument or conflict situation, Take time to do this yourselves, but your answers may be, we always shout at each other. We sometimes try to see the other person's point of view. We never think that we're wrong. Take time to reflect on what you then could do next time an argument is happening to try and break the cycle and patterns of your arguments. Be sure to listen to each other's ideas. Remember, you won't always see things the same. Neither one of you is wrong. A great exercise to illustrate this is to find an image online or in a magazine. It can be any image, and then look at the image together. Make a note of 5 things you see. After a few minutes, ask each other what it was you were able to see. You may find that you are both looking at the same picture, but seeing things differently. Parents often view the same situation from very different perspectives. Neither is right or wrong. Both need to be acknowledged and considered.